What's up, gamers? We're going over the craziest AI-generated cards, and we're going to rate them from 0 to 5. We're going to do a few of these, so kick back, relax, grab your favorite drink, beverage, whatever you want, and let's go over some AI-generated cards. Some of them might be funny, so let's have a good time with it. We're going to go ahead and click that button, and we're going to start out with the first card, which is waiting for, it's going to generate the art of the card. It's also going to generate the text of the card and everything along with it. So, let's go with Razordass, Heretic Savant, 2 and a black for a 2/2 human cleric, death touch. Whenever a creature dies, exile that card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. Whenever a creature dies, exile that card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard. So I guess it works with just like if this card is exiled synergies, but it also has death touch. I don't understand, but okay. So if your opponent's creature dies, do you exile a card from your own graveyard? But it says that card, so you wouldn't, I guess. But here's the flavor text: where we flee, no soldier can stand. I wouldn't play this in a cleric deck. There's just much better clerics than this. There's much better 3-drops than this in a mono black deck or anything that wants to do that. There's Skullport Merchant and stuff like that. You know, the 3 mana black card. I'm gonna rate this a 0 out of 5. This card is just not good, but it's funny. The name is Razordass, Heretic Savant, and that's probably the best part about it. I gotta give it a 4 out of 5 for the name, though, honestly. Let's see. It's a 2 and a red, Tuk Ascetic. Ascetic, is that how you say it? Human Monk, it's a 2/3, and it just can't block. The dawning of the third stage is here. Well, I mean, I gotta give that a 0 out of 5 for the dawning of the new sage is here. 3 mana that can't block, that's probably going to be a 2-drop, not a 3-drop, right? That's not competitively playable, but hey. Oh, I want to get some cards that are a little bit more interesting than that, but let's see what the AI gives us today. 4 mana, 3/3 Kinjali Ranger. It is a creature Kithkin Ranger with reach. This creature can block creatures with flying. So it's a 4 mana, 3/3 reach. So this is just a bad spider, but let's go ahead and read the flavor text. Palamas will fall in love with those who do not marry their charioteers. But in the end, only those who can reach a milestone of at least 1 survive. Kinjali Kozilek. Oh. Well, I mean, I gotta give a quick shout out to this art. This art is absolutely amazing. But this card is not. I'm gonna give this a whopping 0 out of 5. Draft, probably good. 4 mana, 3/3 reach in draft. Not bad. Block those flyers, you know what I mean? Going on to the next one. Vampire Smash. Now that's a card that's a name. 4 mana instant. Exile target creature. Creature from a graveyard. And another target creature? Alright, wow. This card's a mythic rare. That art is absolutely smashing. Get it? Smashing? My task is to marry a royal death knight to a knight of lesser stature. Jeru, King of the Mists. Now, Vampire Smash, I have to give this a 5 out of 5. Exile a creature card from a graveyard, and another target creature. I mean, wow. Okay. Well, what set could you see this not being completely power crept in? I'm not sure, but that is absolutely insane. And it's an instant. That is, I mean, wow. Say goodbye to Murderous Rider or any other instant speed card that you think is good. That card's insane. Airborne Kidnappers, another black card. 3 mana, 2/2. When an Airborne Kidnappers enters the battlefield, you may exile a target creature from a graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on this card. It's like a graveyard trespassery. But it also doesn't work when it attacks, and also doesn't get it, but it does get more powerful exiled creature from graveyard. So I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 for some niche play. He contemplates how his evil ways will help or harm his master. Mostly harm his master by playing a 3-mana 2/2 that only exiles a creature when it enters the battlefield, and not when it attacks also, like Graveyard Trespasser. Moving on to a blue card, Filigree Officer. 2 and a blue for a human pirate, 1/1. Whenever Filigree Officer attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Well, I mean, that's not exactly what you want. I mean, if this was a 2-drop, I'd be a little bit more excited about it. But we have Ledger Shredder, for crying out loud. I mean, this card's a 1 out of 5. I didn't read the flavor text, okay, so you have to forgive me, but you can pause the YouTube video and read the flavor text and tell me if you like that one. I don't know what it is. Iron Gods Manaosek Voltazen's Citadel, I think it's supposed to say. But wow, that is a name. Artifact creature cards in the decks, that's the type. Anyway, moving on to what it does. It is a card that doesn't have power or toughness, and I don't know if it's an instant or sorcery, but let's go with it. Flying creature cards in your graveyard has reduced hand size. Up to 1 target creature you control has haste. What is wrong with this card? This is an uncard for sure. It's a 10 out of 5. Absolute wow. I've never seen a card better than that. I mean, you can try to prove me wrong, but you're just wrong if you prove me wrong. Belby's Mistcaller. 4 mana 2/2 human wizard, 3 and a blue. Whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, defending player draws a card. I mean, that's a mono white card if I've ever seen one. When it becomes blocked by a creature, the defending player draws a card. Or, wait, that means they draw a card, right? That is awful. We must know when it will serve our cause. Yeah, only if you have Narset Parter Veils on the board. Alright, that's a 0 out of 5. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Let's get some super powerful, obnoxious ones, like that last one before this one. One with no text. Creature cards in the graveyards have no hand size. Let's read that. Alright, Porous Touchscreen. Okay, well, 2022 card. Is a 3 mana 2/2 artifact creature golem. 1 mana, sacrifice Porous Touchscreen. You gain life equal to the number of artifacts you control. I mean, I can see this seeing Fringe play in artifact decks. Alright. It's our no rules for a death-like substance is. Wow, if that's not an AI-generated flavor text, I don't know what is. But hey, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 for kind of maybe playability. But listen, the name, the flavor, the rules text. It's all coming together for me. Alright, moving on to the next card. Let's get a dragon. Bird Colossus. 7 mana, 5 and 2 blue for XX as power and toughness. Zombie Giant. Alright, I want to read this. Bird Colossus's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. Okay, well, we've had that card before. It's Lord of Extinction, right? This is just a blue Lord of Extinction? Alright, deal. In time, the Colossus was destroyed, but some took its fury and stuck it to the world in anticipation of a time when it would fall. Oh my gosh. I love this card. 7 mana blue card, but it does the same thing as Lord of Extinction. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. What card can we get a dragon? Wake the Dead. That is such a good name. 2 and a black for a sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. Okay, so this could help your sacrifice synergy deck, but it also is just bad divination. But if you have a sacrifice synergy deck, then you do want to play this. There's also 2 mana cards that can do this also, right? Like, there's a 2 mana instant that does this and makes a treasure token, so that makes this card unplayable, but hey, I like the flavor. Nothing takes from a person, but a certain amount of life. Oh my goodness. I actually wouldn't be surprised if that card, actually the way it's printed, got printed into like a draft set or something. I wouldn't be surprised. But I gotta give that card a 1 out of 5. Maybe for Commander? Zodiac Killer. What a name. These names are awesome. 2 and a black for a 2/2 zombie. When Zodiac Killer enters the battlefield, destroy target creature with power 2 or less. I mean, this is like a 1 mana less Ravenous Chupacabra. But it does kill creatures with power 2 or less, but that can kill a lot of stuff, surprisingly. I would say this card's pretty good. Don't worry, dear cousin, it's just me. Vorinclex, Master Augur. Ooh. Don't worry, dear cousin, it's just me. Yeah, this card I could see seeing play. I think this card's pretty good. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5. Maybe not quite 4 level. 5 is like bomb mythic level. Yeah, I'm giving it a 3.5 for playability. Sure. Imperial Sear. 2 mana, 1/1. You can pay 1 and a blue, tap it, and draw a card. Wow. And it's a wizard? Okay. I mean, it's not like you're attacking with this if you're drawing a card every turn, but hey, it draws a card every turn. This card can draw like 3, 4, 5 cards if it doesn't die. I mean, I like this. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. The flavor text, though, is 3 lines long. Tidal Flux could erase us all. If we could get up close enough to glimpse the sea, it would be long gone. Wow. That's deep. That's very deep. And also draws cards. And also 2 mana. Card's gotta be a 4. Secret Door. 2 and a blue for an instant. Alright, let's read it. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay, so far, if that creature is a creature that shares a creature type with a creature you control, the creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Wait, why would you give a creature +1/+1 if it goes to the hand? Unless your creature gets +1/+1 if it's the same creature type. That would be pretty cool. It's 3 mana, though. Flavor text. The giant will hide if it cannot be read. You must be alone to read the sign. Ah, that's good flavor. Pollen Crawler. Alright, what do you think of this card? I mean, obviously worse than Divide by Zero, but hey, it has good mirror match synergies. I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised if something with that flavor got printed in the future. Same creature types. Especially with something like a Shapeshifter deck in the future or something. That'd be pretty cool. But, I mean, there's way better bounce cards than that. Raid Manager, 3 and a red. Put a +1/+1 counter as the mana cost. Dragon Wizard Zendikar. Okay, we got our dragon. It's a Zendikar. Landfall. It has no power and toughness. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, each other permanent's power is equal to the number of cards in all graveyards. Oh, I wish this made sense. I wish this made sense. But, what do you think of this? It has no power and toughness, and it's a creature, I think? Okay. We're gonna go to the next one. That one's undefined. I give it no rating. But, wow. That's not the dragon I was looking for, but we do want a dragon. Next up, Yurlok Yurlok Transcendentalism. That's a name. 2 and a blue. You may cast 2 cards from your graveyard without paying 2 and a blue, and discard a card at random. I mean, that sounds pretty good. It basically reduces the cost of cards from your graveyard by 3. But you have to discard a card at random to do it. That actually seems pretty decent. Right? It says you may cast 2 cards from your graveyard without paying 3. So does it let you cast cards in your graveyard that you wouldn't normally originally cast from grave? Or does it work with only cards that you can cast from grave, like Memory Deluge? If this makes Memory Deluge cost 4 mana in the graveyard, I'm here for it. I think I'm gonna give that a 2.5 out of 5 for like a Lear type card if it is that. Butcher Brute, 4 and a red for a 3/3 Goblin Haste Echo. Whenever it attacks, if you attacked this turn, okay, well I mean, obviously you did because you attacked. Okay, whenever it attacked, if you attacked. Okay, I don't understand. Each other attacking creature gains control of it. What? Whenever it attacks, if you attacked this turn, each other attacking creature gains control of it. We'll go with it. The real stuff in the way of blinding surprise. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. Next. I'm gonna give that a 1 out of 5 for being completely confusing, I guess. Zombie pack. 2 and a black for a 3/3. All right. We have a 3-mana 3/3. You may exert zombie faculty. What's zombie faculty? His name's Zombie Pack. You may exert zombie faculty. Creature and land creature don't untap during your untap step. Okay. You can pay 1 and a black and tap it. Put a +1/+1 counter on zombie creature you control. Alright, let's go ahead and dissect that first line again because I need to read it again. You may exert zombie faculty. Creature and land creature don't untap during your untap step. Alright, so we're going to read that as itself and a creature and a land don't untap during your untap step. So you just never exert this. Got it. You just use this to put +1/+1 counters on your stuff. I would say this is a solid 2 out of 5. Based on this can keep getting bigger and bigger. You have a long life and were probably exiled long ago. You're probably exiled. Mandrinky Behemoth. This is the Timmy card we wanted. 5 and 2 green for a 6/6 flying beast. What? Alright, 1 and a green monstrosity 3. If this creature isn't monstrous, put 3 +1/+1 counters on it and it becomes monstrous. Alright, so it doesn't gain an effect when it becomes monstrous. It just, you can pay 2 to make it a 9/9. A gift of trinkets to gods. A great specimen of mimicry. Talonhawk. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm playing my 7/7/6/6 flying beast in green. And then making it a 9/9 flying beast. I don't know about you. The Zara Reborn. 3 mana 2/2, 2 and a blue. Human pirate. Flash. When Zara Reborn enters the battlefield, return target artifact card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh, this card's insane. Especially in Commander. You can wow. I'm in for this card. This card's a 4 out of 5. We haven't got any 5s yet, but this card's a solid 4. This card can do a lot of really dumb stuff. Flavor text is, the dream of the Pirate King is as endless as his. Fair. Fair. Oh, that card's really good. Alright, Inferno's Toll of Good Vibrating what? Inferno's Toll of Good Vibrating Desecration, I'm gonna call it. Sorcerer's Gift Zombie Egg. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to read this. Oh, the flavor text is long too? Alright. Skull Culture Group. If an opponent was cast this turn, sacrifice it at the beginning of your end step. Oh my gosh, you sacrifice your opponent! Or if a creature died this turn, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. You put your opponent on the bottom. Flavor text. While the call is casting, the sea will try to grab every last shred of mana. If you tried to cast a vampire, the aggregate middle region would die this turn. Alright, so we're going to go if an opponent cast a spell this turn. Alright. If an opponent cast a spell this turn, sacrifice the spell or creature, whatever it is, at the beginning of your end step. Or if a creature died this turn, put it on the bottom. Alright, we're going to say it's that, and I think the card's like, okay, depending on how much mana it is. But we don't know because the name is literally Inferno's Toll of Good Vibrating Desecration. Wow. I don't know how to evaluate that card, but I'm going to give it a 2. But flavor-wise, 10. Alright, here we go. Forsaken Denial. 1 and a blue, instant. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. This is already a card, I think? This is just Jawari Disruption, that's not a land? Boring. Boring. Come on, give us a good AI for sinking the... What? Did we just get the same card twice? Alright, they just wanted me to read the flavor text. Belief. Belief is one way to comprehend the truth. Alright, you can have your Jawari Disruption. Did I not get the same card twice in a row? It really wanted me to read that flavor text. Here we go. Tornado Colossus. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Alright. 4 and a red for a 4/4, Giant Berserker. When you cast this spell, discard a card at random. Okay, a lot worse. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Oh my gosh, that's so perfect. The name, the flavor, what it does. It's very, very chaosy. Whenever you cast it, discard a card at random, and then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals a damage to each creature and each player. This card is utter chaos. It melts the whole, hardened to a billion tiny splinters. I love this card. But, as our last one, we are going to type in our name and see what it brings up. Are you ready for the one Jame? Please be a good card. Please be a good card. And please look good. Alright, looking good, looking good, looking good. Looking good. Okay. Alright. We are an instant. When you set this command in motion. It's a command? Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it, you draw a card. That's so perfect. I command you to reveal your hand. I'm going to choose a non-land card in it, do nothing with it, but then I'll draw a card for 0 mana. Cunning Mage never glided across the marketplaces of the quadrant. They left behind a legend of their own. Now it is his, and they call him the AC. Rhett, oh my gosh, Raynund Outer Outrider. Call me the AC, baby. Call me the AC. Alright, that's the end of the video. I'm going to be saving this card. Oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Anyways, if you want to see more and you want to make this into a series, let me know. But feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this, or you like standard best of one content here on YouTube. Feel free to give this video a like button to help the almighty algorithm and share this to some more people if you liked it. Anyways, that's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, peace.